wants to play some Tecmo Bowl? I do. And we got one hell of a matchup already in Week 11, if you can believe that. And we got the Oaks, my Oaks, going up against the Miami Sharks. Sharks number 2 in the power rankings, sitting at a solid 7-2. Oaks coming in at 7-3. Sharks with a more impressive point differential. But we got 2 heavy hitters firing away, and as you saw, the Oaks are now at full strength with Wrong Advices back in the lineup as a sub. Here's Brandon Sanderson hitting the outside, taking some great angles. Oh, that's right. These teams are actually, the Sharks have my TFO coloring. We're a bit similar. There's pressure up the middle. He fires it to Sanderson, knocked away at the last moment. The 3 defensive linemen for the Oaks have been impressive thus far. Although the team definitely underperforming, but not that time. King of Kings comes in and rocks. Right, we are coming off of a solid victory over the Bitzers. But they leave Ricky Owens open for a diving catch, and that's a big 22-yard. But the Oaks have gotten a complete shit stomped out of them by the Drunkards, and then had 2 embarrassing losses. That's got to be a pick, and it is for 6-7 times Mr. Olympia. Can you imagine the feeling? And now the Oaks take the field. Arnold there. He's got Valeria open across the middle, but it's a terrible throw, despite the fact that she's just doing jumping jacks in the middle of the field. Got to take advantage when she is uncovered. She's uncovered again. This time it's a fire. Oh, and he leads her too much. That's 2 missed opportunities for huge plays right off the bat for the struggling defense. Now they go call play reverse. We're in big trouble, and they take her down 10 yards back. All they did was lose 10 yards, and it's time to punt it away. Can they get the punt off? They do, but that'll be something to watch. Eraser fires it. Not a great kick. Sanderson there. Somehow the guy goes invisible. We're calling a protest if he scores. I don't know what happened there. Okay, now we drop into motion. Red gun, call play. He does get the ball off to Williams. Triple covered, just knocked away. Still impressive to not have to take the sack on that. And the line holds nicely. He's got the dump off in the middle to Williams, who runs into a down man, but not after picking up 12 yards. And the Sharks are right there in striking distance on the 25. Pressure, line holds pretty nice. Again, he's got Williams, and Williams fights hard for 10.5. First down, Sharks. Now there's pressure up the middle, but he dumps it off to Waters, who sucks ass and loses 2. Beeman backs up. He's going to hand off to Washington, and Washington swallowed up. 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation. Let's see what they choose to do. Direct snap to Washington, but he is taken down, so an impressive stop to force a field goal. Pretty easy field goal here for them to take the lead. Can they put any pressure? They cannot, and he will knock it through. So the Sharks take an early lead. Icebox O'Shea knocking it down for 3 points, and then a deep, deep kick. Valeria waits 3 yards in her own end zone. Here she comes out, line of blockers, but the Sharks are there. Tie her up quick. That'll hurt the average. Only out to the 7. Gotta watch safeties here, especially since we like the reverses. Arnold's gonna fire it, but it's an INT from Ed Reed. Valeria didn't box out. And that is not at all what you want to see. The Oaks are built around defense, not giving up short fields. And with this line holding, it could be a long day. Now here comes Beeman. He gets in there, 9-yard pickup. We need to see some pressure and some domination. They are at least bottling up the run game. It's the one thing we've got going for us thus far. Here comes some motion. They're going to pitch it off. He's brought down. Oh, and good team tackling, so they will force another field goal. A little bit of a missed opportunity there. And this field goal should be good as it's not blocked. So they doink it out. Wow, I saw it was high, but I thought he was so close it wouldn't matter. Now here comes motion. Quick handoff to the running man. Got a little bit of green and fights hard for 3.5. Now it's 4 wide. Can they find Valeria up top? No, it's a called play. They're going to dump it off. Should have hit him, but also could have been picked. Third down. Oaks don't want to turn it over again to the high-powered offense. Dangerous, but they find Recall, who's feeling excellent, and gets behind the defense. The speed of Recall almost unmatched. That's a huge pickup. And Recall's wide open. And they strike to him. 10. Touchdown. Total Recall. Can you remember that, motherfucker? I remember that. Be goddamn brilliant. Arnold, the 2 strikes in a row to that feeling excellent receiver. I mean, just go WR1, WR2 all fucking day long. And the Oaks take a 4-point lead. Schmedium kick for I'm coming. Bulging biceps, the only other slow guy on the field next to him. Sanderson gets around that tough first wave, making lots of people miss, gets around everybody, gets to Diver, another diver, and Jesus, a huge return for the author. Look at him there at the 14. Talk about doing all the work for you. Pressure at his feet, but they've left Williams open, and so he will get a first down at the 2. And just like that, the Oaks went from puffing up their chest to feeling that pump deflate. Now it's a called play, and they do bring him down. If they can hold him to a field goal here, it'd be absolutely brilliant. 2nd and 8. There's some pressure. Oh, and Conan the Destroyer, one of the league leaders in the sack, gets another one to his name. First sack of the game, 3rd and 18. I don't like how we've left the tight end wide open. There's not going to be anybody there. They dump it off to Washington. He goes for the check down. Not a wise play. Would have pushed it there because they're going field goal anyway. They did move it to the top hash, although they shanked it before. There's somebody there, but they can't block it. And so it is now a 1-point game off of that massive return from Sanderson. Shitty little kick. Valeria would love to do a little bit of payback here. Especially make up for her shitty-ass 7-yard return. She's trying to cut, trying to juke, making some moves, getting around people. Needs to get a diver. Oh, 1 foot away from streaking, but still a great return out to the 37. And Recall's wide open. They try to find Valeria. Recall was wide open. Now here comes motion. Dump it off to the running man. Got a little bit of green in front. Gets a block. That picks up an extra yard for his effort. 3rd and 5. They're going reverse. Can the line hold? Recall's feeling excellent, but so is somebody else streaking up to him, and he only picks up 3. So that'll trot out I'm coming. Pretty long field goal for him, and he totally pushes it. Felt all the pressure, shanked that plant foot, pointed far left, and he shanked it. That's disappointing. So we're back to the Sharks having a ball. The Oaks pretty much dominate on that. 1-yard pickup for Washington. Double back set for Beeman. It's going to have pressure up the middle. Oh, and that time it was dropped by the defense. 3rd and 9. Offset formation here for Beeman. Pressure up the middle, but he fires it off to Owens. Hits him perfectly in stride, then gets a missed dive. And they bring him to the 15. Oh, just when you thought the Oaks were going to start to apply a little bit of pressure, Beeman stands calm with those 3 defenders bearing on him and just delivers a perfect strike. Now he's got all the time in the world. Goes for Sanderson. Should have dumped it off to Washington, but no. Or Williams, whatever the fuck his name is. We need some pressure, and this time they get him. The Barbarian now going sack for sack with the Destroyer. 3rd and 18. Can this impressive red zone defense hold? They're going to hand it off to Washington, who bowls over a couple people, saying he is a force, but not enough. 4th and 9, so out trots another field goal attempt. This for the lead. And he drills it perfect this time. And so the Sharks take a 2-point lead. A lot of missed opportunities for the Oaks. Good defense for the Oaks when the Sharks have been knocking on the door. Valeria standing deep, 2 yards deep at a slight angle. Got to get away and does not. Another disappointing return from one of the league leaders. Now here we are in reverse land. This could be dangerous. Oh, they get it off to Recall. Get out of there, Recall. There you go. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, and he had one more man to hurl. But Jesus, given the possibilities of a safety, we will certainly take that outcome. Little time here, 45 seconds. Valeria wide open. So is Recall. Valeria in stride, one man to beat. She's flying. She is there. Touchdown with 15 seconds on the ticker, and the Oaks retake the lead. Valeria been dealt with incredible injuries this year. Let's hope she can just stay healthy. A lot of pressure now, not blocked. And doinked in for a 5-point lead. With Sanderson, though, who knows what's going to happen? The Oaks have had a hard time covering the best-selling author. This time they do. They swallow them up, and now it's potential safety zone for the Sharks. Although their offense has been holding up, this sometimes gives way. Oh, and once again, a perfect strike to Owens. No time left. He's got to go the distance, and they do tackle him. That'll pad the stats nicely. But man, that could have been a safety, could have been another 2 points for the Oaks. So back and forth with these two top 10, really top 5 teams going at it. And the Oaks will take the ball. Shitty little kick to Valeria. Let's see if she can get a little something going on her returns there. Needs that first wave of blocking. Avoid somebody. This looks decent. Can she hit that outside? She's got speed. They're gaining on her. Need to be a diver. There's one. There's two. And she will go. She will go the entire distance. That is how you draw it up in the locker room. Look at that. A big touchdown return here. Takes a long time to get that kick off. Lined it up perfectly. Could have been blocked. Was not. So it is a 12-point game. Coming with a relatively weak kick to Sanderson, who stands at his 14. Does a nice job, avoids the very first wave, but they have been studying film, looking to not let that happen. Line holds very nicely. He's got several options. Pressure in his face, but a good check down to Owens, who picks up 12. Put him right close up to that 40. Same play. They liked what they saw. This time pressure up the middle. And the Barbarian gets another sack to add to his total. That's up to 30 for the year, folks. And he reclaimed some of those yards they gave up. King of Kings was coming, but they've left a man open. Can they knock it down? They can't. Williams streaking down the field, hit it to 30. Only one man there, and he takes a shitty angle, and just like that, they strike right back. This slap fest of heavy hitting Russians is there. Willie Beeman with a perfect strike, pressure in his face. He's done that several times. They get the kick off, it's good. And it is now only a 5-point game. This time a deeper kick to Valeria. You can see those safeties sprinting out. Valeria at the 4. First line holds, but she's already hit the sideline. Not ideal. Only out just past the 20. Will they give it to her again? We have not seen a successful reverse from her. She's got to chase her. She needs to get a guy up to block. And they bring her down. It's a long play for 5 yards. Now it's 4 wide. Called play. Arnold sees it. Almost escapes. But cannot. Al Pacino is there for the drag down. 3rd and 9. Line holds. Valeria's got a chance, but it's knocked away. Usually she comes down with that ball, but they will force a punt. Need to get this ball off. Pressure around the outside. They do. Eraser with a decent kick. Pretty good kick. Sanderson awaits exactly at the 5. Gets away from one guy, but a nice tackle there. Brought down at the 12. Got to be happy containing him to a 7-yard punt return. Double back set. Pressure. There's a lot of pressure. They force it out of bounds. Beeman just happy to get rid of that ball as his line was collapsing. This time the line holds much nicer. But knocked away. He led him into coverage. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down here at the 13. What do? Some pressure. Oh, he escapes. But dragged down. Not a sack, but a big play. Force a punt. There were so many things happening there. Here comes King of Kings. Oh! Gets some pressure on there, and they've got pretty good coverage. A nice kick. Many men streaking. The blocker holds nicely for Valeria. Oh, she tried to split when she needed to do a pump fake and then back out to the side. Now they're going reverse to recall. Can the line hold? It does. And recall picks up a few. Takes an unusual angle, but it works out okay for 9. Will we see another reverse? Called play. They fire it to Valeria. Look at her speed. Obviously, on a called play, everybody else is super speedy, but we will take that for sure. That's exactly how you draw it up. Another called play. Oh, and Arnold coughs up the ball just when everything was going perfect for him. And the blockers are all coming in. And they bring him down at the 20. Huge turnover with 1:09 left just outside the red zone. Beeman now takes over. Call play. He is swallowed up by the Atlantean Sword, who's been a little quiet this season, given the stats. Holds nicely, but he runs right into someone and then tosses somebody on the Oaks. That's disappointing. Tosses everybody. Look at Beeman. He's obviously injected some serious roids there to bring it to 3rd and 6. Hell of a run. Leave some people open. There's pressure for Sanderson. Oh, and Jimmy, really Brandon, catches it. And the Sharks will take the lead back. Willie Beeman with a soft touch despite the pressure in the corner of the end zone. And then they drill the extra point. It is a 2-point game. I'm reminded of that safety that almost was. Here comes Valeria, standing at her 11. She's going to get overwhelmed only to the 18. Other than that one big return, Valeria has been held. They decide to fire it. Oh, Valeria caught in coverage, but immediately tackled. Here comes man in motion. Give to the running man. Got a little something, but not much. Only about a 2 or 2.5 yard pickup there. 2nd and 7. Every play seems huge. Valeria's wide open, but Arnold's tangled. He needs a blocking help. Doesn't get it. And Darryl Green, one of my all-time faves, comes in for a Sharks. And they're retiring his number this year, as well they should. A lot of pressure. He's going to fire it. Incomplete. And that'll force a punt. 4th and 15. Down by 2 when they're giving up the ball to the high-powered offense. Can they get the ball off? Eraser with just a medium kick, but thank God he actually booted it. Here comes Sanderson. A lot of people in his face and destroyed quickly. Oaks D got to step up. And instead, oh, what happened there? Did everybody see what I saw? King of Kings with a dive, and everybody thought it was a sack. Somehow, they're able to connect with a huge pass. This time, King of Kings wraps him up. He's got to get up there. He can't get bounced off. And Beeman, unbelievable 2-play sequence. We're just glitch after glitch. And Beeman punches it in now for a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. No blocks, so it is a 9-point game. Deep kick. Here comes Valeria and another terrible return. And a hush has fallen over this crowd. Oh, and it's a safety. Unbelievable. They went with a questionable reverse. They do at least try that. And it does fall in the Oaks' hands. Still stunned. They go right back to the reverse, not afraid of it. It can work great, but not. She finally gets through somebody and works hard for 12. Now it's 4 wide for Arnold. Called play, people fire in. This time he hits pumping iron. We haven't heard him much, but a nice 12-yard pickup. Oaks start burning their timeouts, knowing it's a 2-possession game. They've got one onside. They'll have to score and get another one. Here comes the reverse. They do get it off to Recall, who then manages to miss somebody. He's got to hit the outside quicker. 3 wide here. Always dangerous if they just throw to that tight end. This time they find Iron, but it's knocked away. 3rd and 2. Field goal does nothing. Got dangerous to go in reverse on a play like this. Can he get through? And just gets the first down. They got to bring out the measuring tape, although that was more for drama. It was pretty obviously clear. First down, 1:49 left. 4 wide. God, they love calling this play, and Arnold is swallowed up. Shark LeVay with a sack. 2nd and 18. Time ticking. This ain't going to score. Look at him trying to get around. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11. He's got recall. Got to fire recall. And corner of the end zone. Pushed it. All right, the whole game comes down to this. He's got recall wide open. Got to find him. And does get the first. Why he's not recall is in the end zone, as was Valeria, but they do get the first. Still a tiny bit of glimmer. Now we're running. Just burning up so much clock here. Can he punch it in? Oh, he falls down. Jesus Christ. Arnold's just got to scamper in. We've got to score immediately. Got him right across the middle. Find Iron. There's a TD. But is it too little, too late? They've used up so much clock, and they got to get the onside. Only 21 seconds, 1 or 2 plays. And a field goal does nothing. They've got to score a TD. Long onside. Luckily, we've got some speed. And the Oaks do recover. So 21 seconds. What are they going to call? God, I hope we don't do the reverse, which of course we fucking do. And Valeria needs to just sprint away from everybody. Run! Oh my God, touchdown! Holy shit! Valeria with the reverse on the last play. A reverse touchdown to turn the tides. Can you feel the crowd go crazy? The entire stadium is eruption with just muscles flexing, coming. Valeria's boobs fell out, and people are excited about that. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Holy shit, what a comeback. Everybody thought with that safety, it was over, and the crowd has just gone crazy. Talk about hitting a 1-rep max. That was insane. Hell of a game, and if you're an Oaks fan, that shall live on in infamy. Maybe that'll turn the tide for the season. Let's see.